Hey everybody, so Camper World didn't want us there, so we went down the road to RV1 in North Atlanta. Now, today it's RV1 in North Atlanta. At the end of the month, they're changing over to Blue Compass. So if you search, you need to search for Blue Compass RV also, okay? So one thing I love about RVs is, you never can tell who's going to show up and bring the RV in for service. I just wonder if he's had any driving lessons. So let's go see what we can find to look at, y'all. Come on. So this is what we got over here. They are obviously an Alliance dealer. If you hadn't checked those out, you need to if you're looking at a toy hauler. Montana, and then some Forest River little trailers. So pretty much more of the same on this side, except for we do have a few smaller Class A's and Class C's. So we're going to check these out and see what we got. So we found a Thor Resonant. It's a 2023 Resonant 32B. It is a bunkhouse model, so we're going to go and check that out real quick, y'all. I have not seen this model or floor plan at all. It looks like it has decent storage underneath. Little pass-through on the top, some room for a ladder or something to go through, fishing poles or whatever. There's your batteries. So let's go on inside and see what we got. Nice big open floor plan. If you look to the front, it does have a drop-down bunk here also. So wow, that's pretty nice. Give you a lot of seating and sleeping capacity. Your workstation over there, your big, that was like a full iPad there for your display. Nice large area for the driver. That's some good space. Yeah. 6 foot tall. I'd want to scoot this up some if I could figure out how. Got lever somewhere.
Oh, that twist. So, I feel goofy. I can't find the lever.
I can't believe I can't find the lever. Okay, I see it now. Okay. It's way high up, really close to the seat. There we go. Okay. So, there. That would be comfy for me. But, yeah. There's the lever. I mean, look how far back it goes. That's just amazing space. Now, I will caution you on that. A lot of these coaches, it looks like you'll still clear here, but a lot of coaches, you've got to put the seat forward or lean it forward at least before you bring your slide in, because if not, the slide can catch the seat, potentially turn up your slide or your seat. So again, got the drop-down bunk. The dinette will make a bed. It appears the couch makes a bed also. Really big storage. Nice under kitchen sink area. You can see the backside of the water heater, so that's some fairly easy access. Shower. There we go. Things I like to check out is, do I fit in the shower, and how's the seating position on the throne? So, yeah, great space. Height-wise, it's great. It's a little tight. It's a little tight as far as my elbows resting on the water controls, and this elbow is actually outside the door. So it's a small space shower. So just consider that. These are things that you should do when you're considering buying a unit, is go stand in the shower, turn around, see if you got space to actually wash yourself. Okay. And then have a seat on the old throne. Prop up your arm, check out your phone. Let's face it, that's where most everybody watches YouTube videos at, isn't it? Right here. So, yeah, pretty comfy. That'll work. Shower for me is a no-go, though. And we have our bunks. So let's see how big they are. So I'm going to say that they probably measure about 73 inches because I'm 72 and it is tight, but I could sleep there if I had to. Now check out this master bedroom. This looks like a king-size bed, doesn't it? That's awesome. A little on the firm side, but yeah, it's nice and big. It's definitely a king. And all the storage here as well. Some nice storage. There's your ladder for your bunk and for your overhead bed, your owner's information packet. Got some great storage under here. That is awesome. You got your full cabinets all the way across your wall here with some really nice storage. Not a bad little unit. Good for a family of 4, very easy. 5, you got your drop down bunk, and then they bring their friends. You can convert the couch and the dinette. Lots of space, lots of fun. Let's go see what else they got. All right, so we went from the big bunkhouse model. Let's check out this little 25 VA. This is the smallest coach I see on their lot, so let's check her out. So, Class C, it's got the over cab bed, as most do. Your cockpit area is smaller in a Class C than it is a Class A. Oftentimes, I talk with my clients, and when I'm doing the consultation portion of my inspection on the phone with the clients before we agree to price and dates for an inspection, I ask a lot of questions. One of the questions I ask people if they're looking at a Class C is I say, how big of people are y'all? And that's usually like, excuse me? Like, looking at space, how big of people are y'all? At 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, I wouldn't want to be any bigger to drive a Class C. Now, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own seating positions and adjustments. But if you're a larger person, you may want to consider going to a Class A coach versus a Class B or C. But before you do either, make up your mind on it, is go sit in them. Go pretend you're driving one for 20, 30 minutes, you know? So let's hop in here. So for this one, less space. Yes, we can move that to give us more space to get in and out. Let's see here. And that's it. That's as far back as she goes. That's my point with this, okay? Is, yeah, I'll be comfortable enough driving this, but if I was any bigger, especially taller, I would not be, okay? So you got all these factors to consider when you're looking at a new ride. So dinette makes a bed, and we've got a Murphy bed here. Now, I'm not going to go into the complete transition of this, but it is a Murphy bed. It does look fairly small. You know, at my wingspan, it stops about mid-forearm, okay? So, but what it does is it gives you a very compact, very maneuverable unit to drive around with. So with the overhead bed, with a dinette that converts to a bed, and with a Murphy bed, it gives you plenty of seating options. Your TV's over here. It gives you plenty of sleeping options. Now, are you going to tour the country with a family of 5 in this? Maybe not. But can you have some great RV adventures locally, to the beach, to the mountains, for long weekends or a week or two at a time? Absolutely, you can. One of my favorite parts, again, the bathroom. So let's hop in the shower. Okay, so the hat goes up in the skylight. So my head goes up in the skylight, okay? So as long as I'm good with my head being in the skylight when I take a shower, that's okay. All right. Now, if I stand this way, I'm good. I'm going to close the door. If I stand side to side, I am shoulder to shoulder, wall and door. Okay. Again, things you got to think about. Are you going to be using your shower, or are you just going to use the bathhouse wherever you go? Those are things you have to think about and consider. Because if everything else lines up for you, you may choose to use the bathhouse and not worry about the shower being so small. Let's go see what else we can find. This is one of the things that's cool about going to a different dealership that you haven't been to in a while or for the first time, is you get to see different things. So all three of these coaches are Thor products. Okay, the first one was a Class A, the second one was a Class C. I thought this was going to be a Class B when I first saw the back end of it, but this is a tiny little Class A. I'm excited to go in and see what the seating arrangements for the cockpit is for this thing. So this is a Thor Axis 24.1 Class A motorhome. Let's get inside this thing and see. Oh, before we get inside, this is actually a pass-through, so you can get some fishing poles and a ladder across there. This is going to be pretty small. Pretty small, but you can put your leveling blocks and different things in there. Now, this is actually a very large pass-through that incorporates the other side and the rear compartment. So, yeah, this is your Mac Daddy storage on this little bitty unit. This thing's cool. Oh man, so you got your drop down bunk here. Here's your cockpit. So a lot easier to access. So locked in. Hey, look, I found the handle first off. So that's pretty good. I'm slightly off center with this, so I don't know how that would fatigue me driving. Things to think about, things to notice. All right, so you got your workstation over there, just like in the larger Class A. If you look here, you've got your two floor mounts for your tabletop to go here. You got a floor mount there for your tabletop to go there. These seats swivel around and face inward. So you've got good seating around here. The TV is just behind you over the door. So that's pretty good. Everybody can see the TV decently. The passenger seat up front, maybe not so well, but pretty comfy couch. Not a bad size refrigerator for something so small. Now, there we go. All right, so you got your stop peg in the ceiling that's already loose. All right, so it's little things like this that are found on RV inspection. All right, now, not quite a wet bath, but maybe it should have been. Because I don't know, they've got a little knot in the shower curtain. But wow, this is small. I don't know who's going to be able to keep this curtain in. But if this was a wet bath, that would mean that everything could get wet. Because obviously if we get water out onto this surface, it's not going to be good for us. It's not what it was designed for. But I can make it work. You know, you got to look at your priorities into making your decision for stuff like this. Is the throne seating that important to you? How big of a person are you? I mean, that really does come down to a lot in RVing, is how big of a person are you? Because look at me, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. I'm all up on the wall. Are you going to be able to comfortably take care of business? So let's move on to this bedroom. And they've got a different little floor plan format for the beds. So it's two twins basically, but you do have the filler to make it big. So yeah, I mean, this is a huge, huge bed. You got your TV here, hard mounted, no swivel. A lot of storage cabinets, big cabinets, lots of room. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. Get it dropped in. I mean, this mattress is actually more comfortable than the one in the Class A, the big Class A, excuse me, because this is a Class A. But yeah, this is nice and big. Huge bed. I'm very surprised at how big this is. You got your little accordion privacy curtain. Not a ton of storage. You've got this one cabinet right here for your hanging storage, a few drawers. But man, you can see a little family having some good times in this. And I can just imagine the maneuverability you have in this thing to get in and out of spots, even driving through the city and on the highway. Little things that I try to notice. They know you don't have a lot of counter space. They give you a counter extension. So that's pretty cool. But so we're going to go walk around and see what else we can find here at RV1, soon to be Blue Compass.